Elena Melvin, she on a roll. From Nairobi streets, making hearts whole. Motivation flow.
I think I knew we were friends with this particular person when they could actually how will I phrase it? So we all have difficult sides. There are some times when we act not so right, and this particular friend is willing to journey with you. They are willing to not even bash you or lash out at you. They are willing to understand and accommodate, and the next time you even go talk to them, so it's like you're rude to your sister or you fight with your sister, and then later on she now comes and talks to you and still mentions your name in a room full of opportunities. And when I remember what I had said to this particular person, or I wasn't even as fully committed to the friendship, and they still have the grace, they still extend the grace to me to even mention my name in rooms full of opportunities. That is when you realize, oh my God, this is actually a good friend. It's actually a good friend. So yeah, I think that's when I knew. And I think that has taught me a lot about life, that you cannot operate your life from an emotional point of view. You can't. Because I am very emotional, very, very emotional, and it's something I'm healing from, or I'm learning, I'm dealing with. I'm learning on how to handle my emotions and not make them control me, because I realize sometimes I would make decisions based on my emotions, and that would, that has costed me in the past. It has really, really costed me in the past. So worry not that nowadays I have people in my life who are willing to sit through my craziness, through my emotions, and still want to talk to me. Wow. I would have been a mess.
So that's it's nice, because with friendship it doesn't mean that you have to be there for one another when things they're just good and stuff. And when you talk about making decisions from emotions, sometimes you make decisions from emotions and you realize that was a terrible
fumble.
We have messed up ourselves. So the last one that I had from the questions that from my friends, so I knew we were friends when the vibes clicked. You just meet this person.
Yes.
I know. By the way, I'll ask this later. Sometimes you just meet with a person and then you see the vibes are vibing. We are friends. It doesn't matter. I've known you like today, like right now. We are friends.
But the vibes.
It's like when you say, do you believe in love at first sight, or
it is actually the same.
You have to know,
It's
so with
the same.
with friendship,
you can be friends. At first interaction. You can actually tell, by the way, we are gonna be very good friends. Yes.
Yeah. So I was about to ask now. Do you think that friends they are built over time? When you have like friendships, you build them in a moment or over time? Because when you talk about the vibes, someone will tell you that even if they feel the vibes, they will also fail to acknowledge that they are friends. Like for me, there was a time. In the previous conversation, I said there was a time I think I was clogged in a way. I had clogged my heart because I had because the things that you've gone through, you're like, you don't feel like you want to allow people to come in your life. So that's why I was asking, with friendship, is it built over time or a moment?
Well, I think there are those, when we're talking about friendships, first of all, we have to understand that there are levels. There are levels of friendships. And the kind of friendships that now we are talking about is the deeper level kind of a friendship. Because when I talk of friends, I have so many friends. But now we are talking of levels. There are friends who are ride or die. They are ride or die. We don't talk, but then again, they will do stuff for you. They would stop the world for you. They would scavenge the whole world for you. So when we're talking about such levels of friendships, I think they're built over time. You have to put in the work. You have to be there for each other. I mean, we are not measuring according to what you've done for me, but at least you have to be there for me in times of, good times, happy times, bad times. So there are those friends who have seen you in all those seasons. And I think that is where now, when we are talking about now building, that is what we are talking about. Because I have friends who have seen me at my lowest. There are friends who have seen me, we go now hang out and have a lot of fun together. The same friends. There are people who have, they celebrate my milestones, all those things, yeah. They ask me, that this, I want to furnish my house, which one should I pick? So they are there throughout all seasons, right? And then there are others, they are only there for the bad time. They stand with you at your worst. And they haven't seen you in all your dynamics. Maybe they haven't seen you when you're happy, when you're angry. They haven't seen you. They haven't seen you when you're frustrated. When when you're happy, extremely happy. They don't know the things that make you happy. So I think when we're talking about friendships, really, it's a whole dynamic, and you have to be intentional about building it.
Intentionality.
Yes, you have to be intentional about building it. Otherwise, you will go on making friendships short-term friendships, because they are there. They are there. When I mean they are there, I mean they are friends I had, and we actually had so much fun together. We cried together. I would listen to her. She would listen to me. But then, after a season passed, then we were no longer friends.
It does happen.
Even we were no longer friends.
Yeah.
So they were like for that particular season. They were for like that particular
And
season.
when you talk about seasons keep changing. In Ecclesiastes, we're normally told there is a time
for everything. Ecclesiastes 3:1 to 6.
So there is a time for everything. There's a time to cry. There's a time to laugh. There's a time to how do you call it? To plant. So with what I've learned, like my life lesson right now is sometimes other friendships, when maybe they come to us, they're not meant to stay there for long.
True.
Other people will come to either teach you, because to some point, some of our friends do break us, but when they break us, maybe they were meant to be there to break
for that
us
particular,
for that particular reason.
Yes.
The others, they're there to walk you through all the seasons of life. So we don't have to be again tough with us. Because when, in the previous segment when you're talking about I knew the friendship was over, I think that one, to me, I was thinking like, this person, we are headed somewhere. When in real sense, maybe they were not meant to stay in my life for that.
Yes. So and I think we force things. And that is where the problem now. The problems begin. Now you feel like
and
this
that's
person is controlling. Heal, my sister, heal. You can go over to my channel and see the conversation that we had with this beautiful soul about healing. Yes. So again, you have to know when to let go of a friendship, like you said, because not all friendships are meant to last.
They are there for a season.
They are there for a season.
And when you understand seasons, I think
even in workplaces, there are friends to make you walk with you through that particular period that you're gonna be there, and once it's over, you'll never hear of them again.
Yeah, because you'll find maybe you were working with someone.
Yes.
You were so close at that
particular point. Yeah.
But the moment you guys just part ways, it's over.
That's it.
When you try like checking up on them, they do not want anything to do with you. And it's okay.
The dynamics have changed. Just understand.
Understand.
Yes.
Understand the season that you are in at that particular moment, because they're not meant to
learn to detach. Learn to detach. Detachment. Please, there are people who detach very fast.
Detach.
And I think sanguines are very swift. Sanguines, I'm reading this book about temperaments, and I've come to realize that we have 4 major temperaments. That is the sanguine, melancholic, choleric, and phlegmatic. So someone who is a sanguine is someone who is so outspoken. They are so, they're out there. They are just out there. So such a person with such a character will always detach very quickly. They will be there. We were having a good time last night. We were vibing. I was even sure this one was going to be my husband. And then again, the next day, they don't even remember who you are. I have hung out with such kind of people, and I didn't understand the next time we were hanging out, they were now reintroduced. It's like, now we are starting over. Because they don't know who I am. They don't know who I am. So, I mean, detachment. Jifunze could detach. Teach yourself how to detach. Detach. And when we talk of detaching, it means letting go of those people. Assuming that, you know what, enjoy the moment, experience the experience there, and know that it just stops there. It stops with you. The buck stops there. There's nothing more. Do not hold on to the hope that tomorrow this person now, bestie, you know. Yeah.
I think that is one thing I learned, seasons.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we are too harsh on ourselves. And why? Like, now you see the way you're like, bestie.
Yeah.
This is it. Actually,
good friend.
that's what I thought we were. You see?
And I think what happens with such, maybe, is we do not learn how to manage our expectations. Hey, they are going to disappoint you. Now, the disadvantage of now not letting go or detaching is that you're going to be expecting things from these people, but they're not going to be giving you. They're not going to be giving you. And that is now you're going to get hurt. You're going to end up now asking, what did I do wrong? God, why me? Yeah.
And that's why it's important. Whenever you're doing anything, be it at workplace, be it with family, be it with friends, always leave a big room for disappointment because they're there. You can't dismiss the fact that they want
disappointments are gonna be there.
And also, like just said, manage your expectations. Don't expect too much from other people. You know you can't give this. Why are you expecting? I know I can't give you whatever that you wanted me to give you. You see. And then I'm expecting, like, I need Maggie to do this for me. When in real sense, me, myself, I'm not giving myself that kind of love. So I think we should just learn to manage our expectations. They do have.
Billy the Melvin, she on a roll.